Thank you and welcome to Sage 300 ERP tutorial video for serial and lot tracking. This video aims to answer the following two questions. First, how to identify variance between serial or lot quantity against inventory on hand. Second, how to adjust serial lot quantities without affecting inventory on hand. In order to know if there are discrepancies between serial items or lot items versus the actual inventory on hand, a report must be generated. The way to do that is to go to IC Stock Control Reports and select the Serial Lot Number Quantity on Hand report. This report generates a list of serial items or lot items, depending on the selection, with their matching quantities from each inventory location. This interface enables you to filter the report by type, whether it's summary or details, by location, or by item. You also have the option to limit your report to only items with variances in inventory control. Let's go ahead and generate the serial number quantity on hand report and show only items with IC quantity variance. Here we have two items, serial items, that show variance between the serial number and actual quantity on hand. Let's take, for example, the first item, the Nokia 100. Here you will see that it has 97 serial numbers for that item. However, from the inventory control location, the quantity on hand only reported 95. This results a variance of -2. If we look at the other item, which is S1300Y, here you will see there are only 95 serial numbers reported, while the actual quantity on hand is 99. This also results a variance of 4. Now let's generate the lot number quantity on hand report. Here we also have two examples, two items with lot numbers assigned to them. We have S1300W and Vita 100. Similar to the other example for the serial numbers, this also shows a variance between the quantity on hand in inventory and the actual lot numbers. Now that we have an idea on which serial or lot items need adjustment, let's familiarize ourselves with the process involved in adjusting serial or lot items. Note that in the exercises in this tutorial, quantity on hand in inventory is assumed correct. Serial and lot adjustments are done via the Serial Lot Reconciliations interface. To do that, go to Inventory Control, Periodic Processing, and click on Serial Lot Reconciliations. There are 4 transaction types available from within the Serial Lot Reconciliation screen. First is receipt, then shipment, OE invoice, and PO invoice. For this session, we will only be covering the receipts and shipment transactions. Now let's do some exercises. If you recall earlier, we generated a quantity on hand report for serial numbers and lot numbers. In this exercise, we will be trying to do some adjustments in order for the serial quantity to match the inventory quantity. Now let's start with adjusting some of the serial items. As you can see, item SY300Y only has 95 serials, compared to the actual number of 99 from the inventory control. This results to a variance of 4. Now what we should do next here is to adjust S1300Y in such a way that it will match the quantity of 99 from inventory control. To do that, we're going to go ahead and do a receipt transaction type. We begin by entering the item number S1300Y, specify a location, enter a stock date. This will be the date of the receipt. Enter a quantity, in this case it's 4, and the total cost of all 4 items. The next step is to assign serial numbers to the items being received. Here you are given 2 options. First option is to enter a serial number that you wish to assign, and the other option is to auto-generate the serial numbers based on the next serial number displayed on the screen. For this exercise, I will just use the auto-generate button. Here you will see serial numbers automatically generated in increments of 1. Ensure your entries are correct, and when ready, click on the Post button. A document number is then generated for your reference. Now let's go ahead and adjust the Nokia 100 item. In this case, you will notice that Nokia 100 has a quantity of 97, while the actual quantity on hand in IC is only 95. This results in a variance of -2. What we need to do next is to adjust Nokia 100 and remove a total quantity of 2 from the serials in order for it to match the actual quantity on hand of 95. Let's go ahead and do that. In this example, we need to do a shipment transaction type. The shipment transaction type enables us to take out the quantities that we need to adjust. Similar to the receipt transaction type, we enter the item number, Nokia 100, specify a location, a stop date, and the quantity, in this case 2. We are then prompted to select a serial number to ship. Please note that once the transactions are posted, these serial numbers will be marked as not available. The same steps can be applied when adjusting serial numbers. Let's load back the serial lot reconciliation screen. On your screen, you will see 2 items with variances between lot quantity and IC quantity. Similar to the previous exercise, these lots also show 2 scenarios. One has more quantities in IC and the other has less. Both need to be adjusted to match the quantity on hand in IC. Let's quickly go through the process of adjusting the lot numbers to match the quantity on hand in IC. Here we also need to do a receipt for the item S1300W. Enter the item S1300W, specify a location, a stock date, and in this case, since the variance is 7, enter the quantity of 7. Then specify the cost of the total quantities being received. You then have the option to assign the items being received to a new lot number or attach it to an existing lot. Review your entries, and when ready, click on the Post button. Now let's do another adjustment for item VITA 100. This time, we will be doing a shipment transaction type, since Vita 100 has more quantities in the lot than the actual quantity in inventory control. After selecting the transaction type of shipment, enter the item number Vita 100, specify a location, a stock date, and the quantity. In this case, our variance is minus 30, so we should enter a value here of 30. The next step is to identify which lot numbers to ship the quantity of 30 from. Here you're presented with a list. All you have to do is to select the lot numbers and enter the specified quantity per lot, or you can also enter all 30 and assign it to one lot. Click Post when ready. Now that you have entered all the necessary adjustments for the serial and the lot numbers, we can go ahead and view the actual results of the adjustments we just made. Once again, let's run the serial number quantity on hand report. Let's start with the serial number report. Here you will notice that after the necessary adjustments were made, the variance are now 0 for the Nokia 100 and the S1 300Y. The lot quantity in hand report should also show the same results as the serialized item. The report now shows that quantities for S1 300W and Vita 100 no longer have discrepancies with those in inventory control.